Hello, Papaschu here. Welcome to the forest. Woo, out of breath. I almost forgot a microphone test. Yeah, okay. Sounds working. My microphone wire. Almost left it out. I had to run go get it. Well, today we have a summon rush going on. And we're going to get down to it in a short period of time here. Let's see. I got to calm down a little bit. Relax. Wipe the crud out of my eyes. And open up the window. Okay. You can see the screen. And I got all kinds of. Whoa. I got things going on here that I don't know what's going on. Wow. That was weird. Trying to make it so I can see and you can see and we can all see what's going on. All right, let's get out of that one. And well, we're going to start off getting rid of the couple of things here. Taking care of business. Always got to take care of that business. So how's your week been? Getting everything all set up. Can I tell you, I got pretty good lucky so far this week. On a couple accounts, I've already got the Cowardly Lion fused out. Fusion here, I've got 3 ready to go. My fragments, I need the other 2 for this one. I'll be getting 2, hopefully. And that's what we're going to try for tonight. And tell you what, it takes a lot to get it. Basically, it's going to take about 40 shards. Then once you have that done, and then you have to upgrade champions. That takes about 80 champions, 80 rares to upgrade 2 5-star champs to 6 stars. And that's pretty much what you've got to do to get to the coming up in a second here. To the champion training tournament to get to 6,800 points. It's going to take leveling up almost 2 champions to level 60. And that's taking 80 rares or the equivalent amount of 4-star epics to get them up to 5-star, to get the 5 stars up to 6-star. So, just kind of clearing the things out. Gauntlets. Today, of course, is Friday. We had the end of the Chimera. Unfortunately, our clan came in 4th, so that was a bummer. And that I want those. So I'd like to know how many of you have already gotten the lion, and anybody gotten lucky enough and pulled the witch. I said I did pull the witch on my Lord Shown account. I've got the lion on a couple of them. So far I'm doing pretty good. Probably one account I may not be able to get the lion. Well, that would make it actually two. I know I can't do it on my newer account, but yeah, I might be able to do it. We'll see. Still got quite a few events to go, so you can get it early, or you might still get it. Just takes a little bit of work. All right, so those are done. So now we're going to go to shard pulling. And here we go. We've got 47 of the ancient shards, 48 void shards, and 2 sacred shards. Actually, hang on a second. Yeah, I already collected shards from there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with the void with the sacred shards, and we've got a couple of champs to select from, and I'm going to take this one. That's Keveron the Underflame, Argonites. Actually, let me take a look at this other one while I'm looking here. Sidax King Killer. Yeah, Dark Elf. I think I'll stick with that. And hopefully I've got enough silver. One Tyrell. And see. Okay. And hopefully I've got enough room. Yeah. All right. So going on to void shards. And we're going to take the queen, of course. I mean, not the queen, but the witch. And keep our fingers crossed. And hopefully we get her. With 48 shards, I might get a legendary out of this, if not her. Armatine Skeleton, Interceptor, Chevalier, Paragon, Cagebound, Fellhound, Dilgal, Centurion, Sylvain, the Paramour, and Ashwalker. Okay. Doom Screech, Demetha, Terex, Veteran, Rock Beast, Fanatic, another Armentine, Retainer, Hollow, and Ragemonger. That's 20 down. Some more rares coming up. A couple of retainers. Food for the masses. All right. Well, I got an Oboro. That's the void I selected. I mean, the epic. That's 30 down. Last 10. Another Demetha. Another Paragon. And a Faceless. So got 8 more to try. Now, this is not a 2x. This is just a 15, 20, 25 chance if you get a lucky enough to get a legendary. And so far, it doesn't look like we're getting lucky. Not on this one. Gala long braids. You would think out of 48 shards, you'd get at least one. I must have been a long way away from my Mercy. Last one. Let's go. Papa needs new shoes. Nope. All right, let me check and see where we are on the Summon Rush. I get the advertisements out of the way. All right, well, we're done with the Summon Rush. So there's one, but I still want to try for the rares, or well, not for the rares, on the for ancient shards. And let's see if we can't get something here. Got to see some gold. Besides, I'll need some champions for the upgrade section of this. Do. Pow. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not going to complain too much because I have gotten fairly lucky in the past month and have pulled some legendaries. So yeah, I'm probably pretty far away from my Mercy. Okay, well, last 7. Wow. This is disappointing so far. This is a disappointing shard pull. Oh, we got one. Not the one I want, but it's a legendary. One I don't have, actually. I haven't gotten Nobel yet. And, he pretty sucks. Not very good ratings there at all. Well, that's pretty bad. But, hit the Mercy, I guess. So, has got a passive of whenever an enemy's turn meter is reduced by any champion, has a 20% chance of placing a fear debuff on that enemy for 1 turn. Good grief, that's pretty specific and pretty rare. Attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance of stealing 50% of the target's current turn meter. If this attack kills the target under a fear or true fear debuff, decreases the cooldown of the Harbinger skill by 1 turn. And the Harbinger skill is attacks one enemy, will ignore 30% of the target's defense. Before attacking, if the target is under a fear or true fear debuff, places a 50% increased attack buff on this champion for 2 turns. After attacking, if the target is under a fear or true fear debuff, decreases the cooldown of the Dismay skill by 1 turn. And fills this champion's turn meter by 25%. So the Dismay is this one. The fear comes from this one. So if you use this one and it reduces the turn meter, you got a 75% chance of that. And if you book them out, it increases to 100% chance So that'll trigger this, putting on the True Fear. And then you go to this one. So if he's under a True Fear, you'll get a 50% increased attack buff. And you'll also have the Dismay skill cooldown by 1 turn reduced. So when fully booked, it's 3 turns. So you're down to 2 turns, so that'll come back around. And then your A1 attacks one enemy, has a 40% chance of decreasing the duration of 2 random buffs on the target by 1 turn. If the target is under a Fear or True Fear debuff, decreases the duration of all the target's buffs by 1 turn instead. And okay. Well, you know, I suppose if you put him with a another champion that does fears or true fears, and there's quite a few out there. Yeah, he could probably do better. And epic pitiless one, and the last shard. Yep, another rare. All right, so on from there, we're going. Holy! Every time I go to click, how does the summon rush wasn't finished? Oh, there's more to it. There's more there than I thought there was. So that was 3 shards. You know, I'm going to have to go back and look at some of my other accounts where I thought I didn't finish. I'm probably going to be able to get the lion tonight because we now have 75. You know why? Because the other ones I didn't have enough shards to pull from. But I'll go back and look. So now we have to do the other one, the tournament. We have to upgrade. So we've got 2 champs right here. And if we pull in everybody, we've got 3. But we're going to do these 2 since they're really good. So starting off, we've got max her out. And do max her out. Okay. And I might as well, since I'm here, boost him a little bit. I don't think I have too many else. All right, so to do this, we're going to start with, we don't want to deal with any of the champions that are used for the fusion or faction guardians. We're going to take our rares, or three stars, and we are going to go to brew upgrade. And again, we're going to sort here, not sort, use the filter, include the master vault, include the reserve vault, and we're going to pick rares. And that gives us 143 champions. So, like I said, it takes about 640. And I've got a lot of duplicates. So what we're going to do is, this only allows you to do 1 brew at a time. So we're going to go through the bruise. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. And those take the void bruise, max it out. It's going to cost us, so it's 220 bruise and 1,540,000 silver. And you go. All right, so that's one set. And let's go to the reds. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use one of these. I kind of want to keep as many of the Arcanites I can. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so we've got 8 of the reds. And we're going to do blues next. 9. No, just one, huh? I'm going to have to take more than that. All right, undo him. Still got a dupe up here. 10, 11. Get her a lot. 12. All right, red bruise, max. All right. 13. 14, 15, 16, 17, 3 more. See who we can just chuck out of here. Harrier. Had a dupe I didn't see there. And bloat rate. Why not? Okay. Let's see. Did that give me 40 level 30s? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Why couldn't they put 10? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. That was only 36. Okay. Just pick them. 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. Now I don't need that one. All right, that should be enough to get them all up to 4 times 4, 5, 6. Doesn't seem right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. I might have actually grabbed 1 or 2 that are, and I did. Faction Guardians or used for a fusion. That's why it didn't come out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so next step, leveling all of these up to 4-star. And how do we do that? Upgrade instantly. It's only going to let me do 34 because I probably don't have enough rares to eat. Yep. So I'm going to be short on the 2. And I've used up all the rares. But now I need to get rid of a cat. That's what I need. Level 4 rares. 4-star rares. Okay, well, let's see. Not sure if I have enough to do it because I've got these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got a few that aren't going to be able to be made into 5 stars. But we're going to try. So we have 1. No. All right, so let's see. I'm going to start with my voids here. 1, 2. No, buckle my shoe. Okay, instant bruise. We're going to do bruise here. Okay. I'm going to filter this to include everybody. And we want rares. Okay. And we're just going to take these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And max that out. Okay. And, well, we're going to see. Same filter. We want the rares from everywhere. And we're going to go another. See if we can do another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Max amount. Actually, it uses brews. So, all right. So now I've got 10 level 40 rares. One, two, three, four. By 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, see, it didn't do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Well, I only need 10, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's see. So we're starting here. I want to leave him out of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we can do there. Starting with this one. Now I learned that trying to do the instant rank up, for some reason, it won't do it. It won't take the rares. And I have tried all kind of different filters. So, I want the rares as first choice. Okay. Epics, don't use. These I don't care. And I hit apply, and it still keeps them the voids. I mean the epics. So it's got a limitation there. So the only way to do this is to choose champions. So we've got two chickens to start with. 1, 2, 3. That's good. So there's one. Two. There was 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. And unless I use up ones I really want to keep, I'm kind of stuck. All right. Well, I could always do instead of a rare, use a void. I mean, use an epic or 2. Now I've got a few epics that I could probably spare, like this one. Unfortunately, these are all locked and I can't tell. Well, we're going to leave that because what we're going to upgrade is the two legendaries. Starting with Dorothy. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Upgrade. And go ahead and get her to 60. And now one more. I think I can do it, but where was I? Not upgrade. Let's see. The other one I wanted to do is disappeared. Well, that's interesting. I could have sworn I had a second one I wanted to upgrade. Pretty sure I was looking at it. Was it Ray or something like that? Doesn't matter. Well, I got the shard. So we're going to pull that. Bum, bum, bum. So we're getting the lion. Didn't get the witch, but we're going to get the lion. Now, I could wait on the lion for 2 weeks, sitting there with a red dot, tell me, pick me, pick me, pick me, do me. But no, I cannot do that. Actually, I'm going to need something. I might not be able to pull the lion if I don't have enough champions to upgrade her to level 50. All right, there's Antigone. That's my fourth one. We go to the fusion. What does she need? She needs stars. Oh dear. I hope I have enough white potions here. Not a chance. I am going to have to go farm some potions. So, not going to be able to pull the lion right away. It's going to take me some effort. I'm going to have to farm some potions. But let's go ahead and upgrade this one. See if we can get her to 5 stars. Okay, 4 stars. And we do have enough potions to get her 1 or 2. All right, and upgrade. Make sure we have include. Let's see if we have enough rares to do it. All right, I'll go ahead and take them out of Faction Guardians. Take these two out. Take these two out. Undo this. Move them over. Keep one. Okay, so we've got her at 5 stars. We got all of them at 5 stars now. And as far as brews go or potions, I definitely have enough void potions. So all I need to do is get some of the white potions. And checking my index while I'm at it. I pulled a new dwarf. Must have been one of the voids. Oh, I didn't know I didn't have Demetha before. Thought I had her. All right, and a Shadowkin. Who's new with the Shadowkin? This guy, Nobel. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and run some dungeon here. Should take, maybe we'll see what 10 does. See if I get enough of the right potions. So while this is going, and see if anybody's joined me on the live. Nope. Just you're watching this after the fact, then go ahead and hit the like and subscribe, and also the notification bell, and you'll know the next time I go live. It'll send you a notification. I hope the sound is working okay. It's getting the green bar is flickering. Of course, I'm being quiet, so may not be hearing anything. I wish I could show you. I wish I had the way to show you the other accounts. Yeah, I did get the witch on one account, which is really. I looked at her kit, and man, is she going to be good in probably even PvP. I mean, you've tried to if you've tried to do her dungeon, you know how hard she gets at level 20. But everything's going to take some time to upgrade and get her set. I wish there was a way to farm books. So one thing that they really need is a way to farm books. Makes me wonder if they if they get a lot of people buying books because they can't farm them, probably not. I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, you've got the guys; they're going to spend money anyway. The Krakens and the whales, but I can't see most people going just because they can't farm books. Um, Going in and buying books. Yeah, at least I'm getting a few of those. 10 might be enough. I do want to get that lion before we get out of here tonight. If you stick with me, we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and get that lion tonight. Don't know how long it's going to take, but I will be getting him. So just stay with me. But that was some pretty sharp pulls, though. And you saw the problem I ran into with one of my other accounts. Didn't have enough shards to even do the champion upgrades. So what are you going to do? You know, that's the thing about fusions. These guys, the whales, and they talk about how easy it is to get, but no, they're not. If you don't have the materials, you're not going to get it. And I saved up a lot on especially the shards. I saved up the silver, the shards, and the energy. Now, that's the one thing I hope I have enough of on. But once I get the lion, I don't care. But the ones I don't have the lion yet, I'm gonna have to do the next dungeon to get the full shards that I need. And if we have time, we'll go through them. Might be here until 12 o'clock. This turns into a 2-hour video. So I know a bunch of you've got Dorothy already. Why don't you put in the comments for me what you think of her so far? Personally, I think she's okay. She's pretty good. You want to build her out with speed and accuracy, but if you also want to, I'm thinking putting her in a stone skin. If I have enough stone skin to make her fast and accurate, because otherwise she's pretty squishy. But she's a support champion. She doesn't hit very hard as far as I can tell so far. But the lion, man, he is good. He is well worth the effort of getting him. Yes, there's my little lion. Yeah. He's thirsty. He wants water running. No, I'm not going to run the water in the sink. His former owner had bad plumbing. So all the sinks and were leaky. So anytime he wanted a drink, he got up in the sink and drank the water dripping out. Well, my sinks don't leak, but he's so used to doing it, he can't. He won't drink out of the. He won't. I even got a fountain for him. You know, the ones that pump the water up and it comes out in a stream. It's like a sink. He won't drink from it because it's not a sink. I wonder if I put it in the bathroom, but I don't have room on the counter for it. I have an idea. The master bedroom has a large enough counter if my wife would ever clean up her junk. She won't call it junk, I know. You know, it's funny. I didn't want the. I've got another cat. I didn't want her sitting on my camera bag all the time. She would kind of use that as a cushion. So I picked it up off the floor and went and got her bed and put it down here where the bag used to sit. She won't sit in it. Can somebody please explain cats to me? She was doing it because she wanted to sit close to me. So she sat there, but when I try to get her a nice, comfortable place to lay down, she doesn't want to sit there. She doesn't want to lay there. A couple more of these should do it. We'll see. I'm not doing anything else until I get that lion. Might go get some lunch. Nah, it's too late for lunch. Dinner, snack. Need to go do some grocery shopping. Tomorrow's the brother-in-law's birthday party, so we'll be attending that. Oh, I hope he's not barbecuing hamburgers. He always burns them to a crisp. The Philadelphia Eagles were playing tonight. I don't know how they did, but they weren't doing very well. Of course, it's only preseason. I try to explain that to my wife that it's only preseason, that these games don't count. They're a way for the coaches to see how people work together, trying out new quarterbacks, new other players, see if they were worth putting in the starting lineup or not. Do, do. I haven't been keeping count of how many potions I've gotten of each. We'll see. One more run here. I'm guessing the Scarecrow is going to probably be another fusion sometime, maybe September or October. Or they might come out with another champion. They will all be available on as in shard pulls, but the odds of pulling one gets lower and lower the more you have more champs they introduce. I got really lucky today. Of course, it comes down to they have 100 different champions and they don't work well together, or you can't get them. You can't get them all to work together. We need a battle royale where you can put in up to 30 champions. $16 and another $4, so that's $20 if I need them. Waiting for the next advertisement, I'll tell you. Okay. She needs just the one. All right. Okay. And this one needs 3. We're good. Alrighty. Everybody up to level 50. Let's go ahead and fuse the lion. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got a million? Yeah. Bum, ba, bum. The lion, the cowardly lion. And as you know, his passive has an active effect. Whenever a fear or true fear is placed on this champion, removes all debuffs from this champion, resets all cooldowns, and activates an instant turn effect on this champion. His passive effect is whenever this champion is under a fear or true fear, debuff, their skills will always activate. Increases the chance of enemy skills not activating when they are under fear or true fear, debuffs by 15%. If there are multiple champions on the team with this skill, only one will activate. This skill will not activate on duplicate copies of the champion if this particular champion is dead. I gotta tell you, there was something we found out about about Dorothy. I'll cover that in a second here. His A3, Strength in the Pack, places a counterattack buff and a 30% reflect damage buff on all allies for 2 turns. Passive effect, while under these buffs from this champion, allies will ignore shield and strengthen buffs when counterattacking. Allies will also ignore shield buffs when reflecting damage. His A2, Primal Roar, attacks all enemies before attacking, places a 60% increased defense buff and a fervor buff on all allies for 2 turns, will ignore 20% of each target's defense. Has a 75% chance of placing a true fear debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. Of course, the chances increase and the cooldown decreases when you book them out. On the A1, attacks one enemy 3 times. The damage inflicted by this skill increases by 10% for each skill successfully activated by allies and enemies under fear or true fear debuffs. Stacks up to 100. So if you put a true fear on an enemy and they get to go anyway, it increases this skill's damage by 10%. And of course, if you book it out, you've got another 30%. So this really can smack if you have put him with some champions that do true fear. I mean, he does it himself, but put him with another champion and you increase that chance. All right, so got that. Let me go ahead and show you what I'm talking about with Dorothy. And Skinwalkers. I think she's a Bannerlord. All right, so Dorothy's passive. Whenever this champion is killed, all allies team up to attack the enemy that killed her. Okay, we tested her out last night, and yeah, okay, that worked. But whenever this champion is revived, instantly activates her Furious Tornado skill. That did not work as expected. The Furious Tornado skill attacks all enemies, steals all buffs from all enemies, then applies a buff spread effect, taking all buffs from this champion and placing them on all allies. It just didn't work. What happened was we put her against a Fabian who went first. So what happened was Fabian put this on cooldown. So if this gets put on cooldown, or if this is on cooldown, when she gets killed, it's going to remain on cooldown when she's revived. I don't know if that is the planned or expected way it works, but it, according to from the way I've read this and the other guys have read this, whenever this champion is revived, instantly activates her Furious Tornado. It doesn't say if it's not on cooldown. So, I mean, you can get it off of cooldown by 2 turns, so get it down to 4 turns. That's 6 turns is a lot. But, yeah, it didn't quite work when you revive her and she's had her skills put on cooldown. So be aware of that going against champions like Fabian or Sun Wukong or Rana who can put your skills on cooldown. Blocks passive skills and blocks active skills. It's not the same. See, I'm trying to remember some other champs that put other champs' skills on the cooldown. But that's what you've got to watch out for when you're building out. I got a hair. Building out Dorothy. You got to, maybe you've got put her in some stone skin, maybe, or the new one, which I don't have any of. Which I don't think I do. Mercurial. And put her in a Mercurial set if you have it. That's all the Mercurial I have, one. And that doesn't get you a whole lot. All right, guys. Well, we got the lion. We didn't get the witch, unfortunately. But, you can't have everything, I guess. Unless you pay for it. So I'm not going to put him in there. Wonder how many of these Argonite champs I have now. Yeah, I know. I just keep going and going. Like the ever-ready battery. Bunny. Argonites. Present. Well, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 different Argonites. Okay. Still, I mean, I've got some epics, but no legendaries yet. All right, guys. It's hopefully you enjoyed the video. And hey, got somebody here. You missed it. You got Cassandra. Really nice. I wish I could have gotten Cassandra. Um, Cassandra hits really hard, doesn't she? Very cool. Got a Joshua got a just got Cassandra. Yeah, well, did you get on the Discord and try her out with somebody? Do some. We can do some friendly live arenas and try her out against somebody. All right, guys. Well, it's been an hour. I got him. I got the lion. Didn't get anything else, but well, I got one legendary champion. I'll show you who I got there. I got an itchy nose, is what I got. And I got this boo boo. I got Nobel. Pulled him on the ancient shards. Not highly rated. Sorry to say. But whatever. All right, well, I'm going to shut it down for the night. Nobel Empowerment for Ninja, huh? You talked me into it. Ninja. Nobel. Goodbye, Nobel. Have fun. Yeah, I don't think he was worth keeping. But definitely worth upgrading Ninja for it. Thank you for reminding me. All right. Well, I am calling it a night. Bye bye. Peace out.